Mr. Ben Training Tips. Great to see you all. If you've not done Pilates or any strength-based session before, welcome to join it. If you've got any injuries, get checked out before doing this, because I don't want you to hurt yourself if you've got underlying problems. Any tips you want or any further information, just drop me an email, ben@inspiredpersonaltraining.com, and let's crack on. Okay, so I'm going to come straight onto the mat. I thought we'd just give you a few exercises today on just how to strengthen glute muscles. Really important for swimming, more for running and more for cycling. So just a few mat-based exercises. I've got with me mini ball, which we can use for a few exercises, but primarily it's body weight stuff that you just need a mat or a carpet at home. Let's get cracking. So first of all, come straight onto our back, guys. Before you should have warmed up before you do this exercise. I'm just showing you the movements, but I'd expect you to have a decent warm-up before doing it, or do this post-cycling. So, first of all, we can go straight onto our back. And we're going to walk our heels back, and we're just going to start to rotate the pelvis as we breathe out, peeling the tailbone off, and rolling back down. So, you've seen it in other videos, this is a spine mobility exercise, but it's also controlling the pelvis from twisting, strengthening the hamstrings and glutes. It's a nice exercise to start with. And so I would recommend you do 6 of these. Then you use the ball or a cushion if you haven't got a ball. Put the ball between the knees. We hold the hips high, not so high that the lower back's hurting. There's a nice position through here. We press the ball as we breathe out and relax there. So we're working inner thighs, abductor muscles. That's what we're after. They're often underworked and overlooked in cycling and running. So I would suggest you do to start with 20, and then you can raise a set or two after that should you need to. We roll back down when we've done that set. We peel the tailbone off again into this shoulder bridge position, and we're going to march the legs. We're going to bring one leg up and lower, and the other leg as we breathe out. So what it's doing here is isolating the legs. It's keeping the pelvis stable, and it's activating the hamstrings and glutes as well as the muscles around the pelvis. It's a really good exercise. You've got to control and precision is key here, and don't rush. You speedy breathe as the speed of the leg moves, so it'll look something like this. So it's a transition from the leg coming down and the leg lifting. And I would do 16 in total to start with. Then you roll back down. You can give yourself a quick hug to release. Then you peel yourself back up again, bring the leg up. Now if you've got tight hamstrings, you're going to struggle to bring the legs too high, so adjust where accordingly, and we're going to lower and lift. So a single leg hip extension to drive powerful glutes and hamstrings. So I'll show you the opposite side. So it's lower and drive. Not so hard that you lose the stability of the pelvis. And I would suggest you start with probably 6 to 10 per leg. It's better to have quality rather than quantity all day long. Again, when you finish that, give yourself a little hug. Then I would roll myself straight onto my front. Okay, I'd like to start with swimming legs to warm up and work the hamstrings and glutes. So toes pointed, relax the shoulders, and we just flutter kick. Draw the abdominals in, natural breathing. And I suggest, if you've got a little stopwatch, I'd perhaps do anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds to start with. Then I would turn the feet out, scoop the belly button in. We do a thing called heel beats, which works the abductor muscles. Again, the outside, really important for running especially. And then you can just tap, so it's a exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Again, 20 would be great. Then we can go into hip extension. So bend the leg, scoot the belly button in. Without lifting the pelvis off, extend and lower. Firing up here and here. So it's that. If you go too high, you'll roll the pelvis. So it's literally I'm slightly weaker on my right side than my left. I noticed that because it just works so much easier this side. So if you have a slight imbalance, you can always do a little bit more on the other side. Then coming onto your side, ball between the ankle, stretch yourself out long, stack the hips up, toes pointed, hand for support. We're going to press and release the ball, so it's a inner thigh connection, but it's also working around here, so it's 2 for 1 almost movement. And I suggest you do 15 of those, then swap the side. I'm not going to do this side because you can do that in your own time. I would then take the ball away. To make it more of a challenge, bring your arm over, okay, and then lengthen from the crown of the head, scoop the belly button in, exhale, inhale. So we're working hip abductors. Now, if you're wobbling around, bring the hand in front. You would do 12 and then swap sides. And another exercise I really like is circles, which I find that's so good on my muscles at the side, the hip abductors. Okay, and we circle. Keeping the pelvis from moving, just moving the leg. 5 one way, 5 the other way. Swap sides. And then obviously after we've been working so much on the abductors, we come up and do our little release. So we bring an arm across, we stretch out. I have done this on another video. And we stretch out through here. Okay, and opposite side as well. And then I would come onto all fours. Just like you would do a cat stretch, hands under shoulders and knees under the hips. And then you can do a straight leg there. So you're activating here, and you're working hamstrings and glutes. Or you can do this movement here where we... So it's all about pelvic stability and learning to get the sensation of hamstrings, glutes working without being so forceful that we're finding the pelvis moving. So how many of each? 10 of each. So probably 10 of these and then 10 of these. Try to keep the spine in neutral, which you don't round. And then I do an exercise from Pilates leg pull front where we work on all fours. And we effectively, I'll alternate if you want to. It's probably start with 10, and then as you get more confident and conditioned, you can do more. Really good conditioning for glutes and hamstrings. Now, body weight exercise, you can easily do stuff which you probably already do. A simple squat. You can do a wide squat to work the inner thighs. And of course you can do a simple lunge. You can see for this ankle here, which was injured, is nowhere near stable. So I'm not good at lunges, but lunges are very good as well. So there's just a few little simple tips you can do. 2 or 3 times a week if you want to. 10 minutes maximum. Hopefully that's give you a bit more insight. And if you're not sure of anything or on the teaching points, get in touch with me, BennettInspiredPersonalTraining.com, and I'll try and help if I can do. So, hope you enjoyed the little tips here, and I look forward to seeing you at the next session. Take care guys, see you soon.